Hello. Hello. Okay. Alright, so this is a web challenge. This is not my creation. I just remade it. Someone on my Discord server sent it to me. It was part of a competition, a CTF competition. I've recreated it. That one was in Ruby. This was in Python, but it's practically the same. This is not easy, by the way. This is strange beginner content, but I think it's still really kind of cool. Yeah, exactly, Flask. So if you went into the HTML, it would leak at least some of the app code. I mean, this is a CTF, so we expect this kind of stuff. All this is saying is, if you post to /login,
received. Dispensing gratitude.
goes to Spooky.
Gratitude dispensed.
9 months. What's the baby going to be called? Need a name for the baby. Ghosts are spooky. Okay. So basically, if we post to the /login page, it's going to run this login function. It's going to get the username from the form and strip it of all white space, basically, that's before and after. It's going to get the password from the form as well. It's going to do some regular expressions. It's going to look for any of the lowercase a to z characters in the username. It's also going to see if the username is equal to hacker in uppercase. If either of those are true, it's going to return invalid username. But assuming both of those are false, right? So we could just give it hacker1, like for instance, that would pass it. It then checks the password. Luckily, it gives us the password. So if the password doesn't equal this, return invalid password. Okay, well, that's fine. We know the password. That's good. Else if username.lower equals hacker, return the flag. So basically what we need to do is come up with a username that doesn't have any lowercase characters in it, is not equal to the uppercase hacker, but is equal to lowercase hacker when it's lowercased. Any ideas? This should look completely contradictory to reason to anybody who understands code. Because effectively what we're saying is we cannot give it hacker as the we want to give it the username hacker lowercase. We can't give it the any lowercase characters, right? We can't even do hacker with a capital H. We can't do any lowercase characters. At the same time, we cannot give it all uppercase characters. But somehow, what we give it when it's converted to lowercase equals hacker. Are we looking for character encoding? What do you mean by that? Hacker1 won't be equal to hacker, though, will it? Just a go. It'll be equal to hacker1 lowercase.
New subscription received.
THM, thank you so much for the Prime subscription. Weird 1032 characters. Bonzo, I think, is on the right track here. So this is a really fun challenge. Shy Hat, no, not ASCII encoding. Let's go to this page. Unicode pen test cheat sheet. Unicode is a wonderful thing. Unicode practically supports every single possible character that you can have. Right? So like here, right? This is a German character. I forget how you say it. But I believe it's a lowercase character. Maybe? Anyway. It has every single character pretty much from every single language in history. It has emojis as well. Everything. So basically, through Unicode, if you're using Unicode, you can have anyone type usernames with any kind of character they like, and programs should be able to recognize it if they are UTF-8 compatible. The problem is, when you use functions designed really with ASCII characters in mind, or not even just ASCII, but Latin characters in mind, things can go weird. For instance, the lowercase. Now, in some instances, you can just ignore it. If you give an emoji and tell Python to lowercase it, I'm pretty sure you'll just get the emoji. Right? But there are some letters in certain languages that look a lot like letters, so capital letters from other languages, but they don't necessarily have a lowercase version, if that makes sense. It's kind of weird. Or the lowercase version doesn't need a separate Unicode character, right? So the lowercase letter might be the same as the letter E, right? The lowercase letter E in English, right? But the uppercase E might be a different character from the uppercase E in English. And Unicode trying to be nice and trying to not duplicate stuff, it's going to effectively say if you lowercase that capital E in that language, you're going to get a lowercase regular E. URL encoding won't work here. There's no, I mean, it automatically lowercases. Automatically URL decodes anything. What we're looking for is slightly trickier. So to show you a good idea of what we're talking about, if I just go to Python here, and this is language dependent, a lot of languages do this differently. We select lowercase, we get two results. By the way, let me share this. No, Memorex, that's slightly different. So with that, it's they actually are using the actual letters. It's just that some letters in Unicode look almost identical to ASCII characters. So you can create google.com, for instance, if you can find maybe an O that looks a bit weird. So it's another language's O, but it's not the same O. So they aren't equal, but they look the same, if that makes sense. This is slightly different. So this gives us two results if we select Python and lowercase. There is this uppercase character, which is UTF-0130. Let's Google that. Okay, this is Latin capital letter I with dot above. All right. That's a capital. But it looks like a lowercase I that's just a bit taller. So what do you do if you have a technically capital I and you pass it to a lowercase function? What's the lowercase equivalent of this? It's just an I. That's it. Because a lowercase I already has a dot above it. So there's not a separate character lowercase I with dot above. That would make no sense. It's just an I. Which is why when lowercase operation is applied to this weird Unicode character, the result is just a regular I, basically. The same applies to the K. Actually, I think this is different slightly. All right, I misspoke there. That is somewhere else in the ASCII range. The K is a better example. This is Unicode 212A. Can I just search that? There we go. The Kelvin sign. Okay, this is the sign for the temperature units Kelvin. It is a K. It looks identical to the capital letter K. It's not the capital letter K. Not according to UTF-8, right? This is not where our capital K goes. Our capital K is 6B, right? It's in the ASCII range. Sorry, not 6B. I think it would be... whatever the equivalent of this is the lowercase. Where's ASCII? ASCII table, to the rescue. Capital K, please, is not in decimal. 4B. Right? So obviously this is not 4B, this is 212A. This is a multi-byte character, technically. However, it's still a capital K. So really we're asking, what do you do if you pass the Kelvin sign to a lowercase function? Realistically, you shouldn't really do anything. There is no lowercase to Kelvin. However, in Python, if you do this, it helpfully says, oh, that's the lowercase k. Does that make sense? So now, using this took me like 10-15 minutes to solve. When I finally had the aha moment. We need to get the username hacker in lowercase. We cannot give it any lowercase characters. We cannot give it the uppercase hacker. But if we just paste hacker in there, go to this page, copy this Kelvin. Well, to be honest, I could just copy it here. And then we're going to delete it. See how it... pretty sure it just looks the same. I can't really see a difference. There might be a slight difference, but that is not a capital K. That is a Kelvin sign. And now the password here. There we go. I should probably have shown you that if you just type hacker with the password, you get invalid username. If you type hacker like that, if you type hacker1 uppercase with the right password, you say sorry you're not hacker, wrong password, invalid password, etc, right? Every other weird combination does not work. The only combination that works is if you use the Kelvin sign as the K. And that's literally only because in Python, if you have a Kelvin sign and you pass it to the lower function, you'll get the regular ASCII K back. Any questions about that? Yeah, Unicode is weird. Technically speaking, this is what do I call it in this? Oops. It's like case matching or something. Hang on. Case mapping. Unicode case mapping is janky. Which it is. And you can do, obviously, normalization is another one. These are characters that are equivalent. So there are certain characters which basically represent the same character, so they can be considered equals. It's kind of weird. If they pass through a normalizer anyway. Alright, corridor it is. I guess we'll just join the room and then start it up. Yeah, it blew everyone's minds. All right, I'm just gonna ignore. I'm gonna ignore the text for now. Actually, we do need a gamble. Yes. I said he was technically right and wrong. Like, XOR isn't encryption, right? XOR is a logical function. However, XOR is used in encryption.
Oh god, what is this, Tiberius?
This is corridor, Al. Can't you read? It says it on the screen. This is John Hammond's box. There's not a shell on this one. Just time to get... Okay. Alright, let's start a prediction. Will Tiberius get the flag? In under 15, do you think? Or shall we do 10? 5, you think? Okay, good. I have my hand back now. We're going to do 5. The problem with doing it in 3 minutes is I do have to talk. Alright. Less than 5 minutes. There we go. Oh yeah, by the way, I have a new widget. So the people who don't have the thing in chat. I mean, I was going to skip auto recon given that apparently it's an IDOR. I already knew this. Alright, a lot of people voting no. Okay, I take that back. Alright, I'm gonna scroll down. I'm not gonna read the text because I have done IDOR before. So the time is gonna start when I basically press enter here. Oh, I need to actually enable the time thing, don't I? Properties. 5 minutes. Okay, that's good. Did the thing... You should read everything 3 times so you don't miss something. No, screw it. Okay. I think everyone bet. So let's start the countdown. You can't see it very well, can you? Hang on. There we go. That's better. Alright, so we have a corridor. I can't right-click on it because it's just an image, apparently. So we're going to have to do the trick where I just do view-source. Oh, goodness. Okay. What are all these? This is just... Do I want to open all these? So IDOR is insecure direct object reference. Basically this crap. So what the hell is going on with this? Is there a robots.txt? Probably should figure that out first. No. So basically... Title, alt... I mean, I know what an image map is, so basically an image map in... Where's it gone? Image map basically means there are sections of this image that you can click on. Like, you see my cursor turning stuff. So... I don't know... Are these... Yeah, these are hex, which means they could be hashes, but they might be something else. Let's just decode. That did not work. Convert X to ASCII. No. Okay. Oh, hang on. Let's just send it into the magic function, seeing what this spits out. Oh, actually, I can just click. Can I do magic? No. So usually with an IDOR, basically these references mean you can access
dispensing gratitude. Gratitude dispensed.
anything. I guess what I'm gonna do, we're gonna see what happens when I click one. Did anything change here? Empty room. Was that C4? Okay, so what's C8? So you'll load empty room. Name that hash. I'm guessing it's going to be something stupid like can we echo flag into MD5 some? No. It might not be MD5 though. Actually, no, it has to be. Or could it be? Could it be a SHA hash? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do this one. No, don't give me hints. The problem is I got to find out what these actually are referenced. Oh, hang on, is it this quartz? But then that doesn't really give me anything. This is why I told you, like, 5 minutes is a risk. No, because that wasn't it. I doubt this. Yeah, this is going to do anything. These are identical. So the other thing we could just try is just typing 0. Give it all zeros, maybe. How many? Check the static folder. We didn't try cracking them yet. I don't usually set out to try cracking stuff. Usually try and figure other stuff out yet. There's nothing in CSS. There's nothing in static. Well, there is. There's these, presumably these images are in static. So, oh, hang on. There's this maybe. Does static image link somewhere? No. And the problem is, two of these identical ones link. So two of these different URLs link to the same empty room thing. So it's not like it's taking this string and hashing it. I guess we can try cracking. Let's just try this. That's not going to be it, is it? We need format equals raw MD5. Oh no. Oh no. I was so close. They were just the numbers. I don't know. Now I'm okay. I'm gonna have to memorize the numbers in frickin' MD5 now. So close. So freaking close. Yeah, you see, if I'd read this, they look an awful lot like a hash, don't they? Yeah, I didn't read it though. Yeah, okay, that's a good one. I mean, in hindsight, yeah, should have cracked them first. But at the same time, I kind of wanted to see if I could figure it out. Man, that's annoying. I know you told me to read it, but I feel like that's kind of cheating with this easy box. Took a hash and put it into Google. Yeah, I mean, I told you not to do 5 minutes. If you'd done 10 minutes, it would have been fine. But I have to talk, and I have to reason and explain what I'm doing. That's weird that it didn't... Because I put it into CyberChef. It didn't match anything. I guess intensive mode? I mean, yeah, Google will match it. Analyze hash will probably do it. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, not even this can... But I doubt CyberChef has like the base MD5 numbers hashed for some reason. Yeah, if you'd have just Googled this. Reverse the string 1. Hash ID just tells you what kind of hash it is. I use name that hash. I like name that hash better. Mostly because it tells you what to use with John the Ripper and Hashcat. Alright. Let's do this box. Finally, we're getting around to a box. Okay. What is... It's res, okay. Do you think I should add... I think I should add the host name here. Res.TryHackMe would be helpful. Okay, and if I do res.TryHackMe, we get that. Oh, recon. Res.try. Okay, so I'm going to open up. Get rid of all this crap. Res. Yeah, it's always confusing. It does make sense if you think about it for long enough. Okay, we got TCP 80, so let's at least go and see what we have here. HTTP res.TryHackMe. It's an Apache default page. Do we have a robots.txt? No. So unless there's something else on this box, we need to find... another directory. Okay. Got a few things scanning. All right. All TCP ports discovered 6379, which port? Redis, right. Okay. Hacktrix Redis.
New subscription received. Dispensing gratitude.
Pendium.
Gratitude dispensed.
Thank you so much for the tier 2 subscription. Sorry. I'll give you 2 spins for that. I am good. We're trying res. So it did detect, AutoRecon did detect it as Redis, which is nice. So it does, the Redis scan in AutoRecon is pretty good. So it tries to list all the config stuff. Does Redis info. We get a username of Bianca. So if we go, back over to the pen testing Redis, this is a pretty good page if you want to do any kind of Redis stuff. If the only password is configured, the username used is default. Redis can access without credentials. Yeah, so if we just go to was it 663 something? 6379. Help. Right, so we are communicating with something. So if we type info, we get info back, right? So we're able to talk to this Redis instance. Info key space. So Redis is a weird database thing. I've never really come across it in real life, but it is basically it's kind of a database, but it's not kind of a database. In-memory data structure store, which is kind of a database, but either way, it's to store data. So info key space. Does Redis use XOR encryption? Were you here earlier, Basic Block? Okay, so we have selected one, and we can just do keys. 0. Okay, select 0. Keys. No, there's no keys. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Keys. So I think I did run a key space check. No. So what this might be is dumping the database. So I think there is basically a vulnerability. Obviously, this is an Apache 2 server, which means probably PHP. It tells us where this file is, var .html. So we can effectively do this weird thing where you set the directory for Redis, you set a database file name, and then you set the you set a entry in the database, right? So in this case, we're setting test to this string, and then we're saving the database. And what that does is it will save the database, which is effectively just this, at this path name. So let's try that. Config set directory. That. Oops. And then we'll just do this. Just copy their example, I think, probably be easier. Oh, did I not copy it properly? Oh, of course, because if this does not copy now for some reason. Alright, we don't want this. Instead, we just want to do system. CMD. Okay, let me just say. Alright, and if this worked, when we now go to redis.php, there we go. This is the database file. If we go to the proxy, right, there's the database file, there's our test, you can just about see it there. What's missing from this file? Got some headers, got some version numbers. We have the name that we assign to our entry, test. What don't we have? We don't have our entry. Where's our entry gone? We typed all this stuff in there. So where did that go? Well, even in weird-ass files like this, if Apache finds PHP config stuff, or PHP code, it's still going to execute it. It's weird as crap. So if it is executing, that's why you don't see it. So if we do ID now, does that make sense to everybody? Used to do this. By the way, I created a URL encode function. So this is RevShellGen. So what RevShellGen does, it's a really cool script. But it outputs, in this case, I told it to use NC MK nod, which I find very reliable with PHP. Silence equals no. If you, I'm assuming everybody understood it. So it outputs this command, which is a reverse shell using NC. If you pipe that into tail -n1, you're gonna basically get the last line, which is this. I then created a function called URL encode, which then just URL encodes it. And the reason you want URL encode this is if we're passing it in the URL, which we are, ampersand. This one doesn't actually use ampersands, but // can trip things up sometimes. So you kind of just want to avoid those. So what I'm going to do is paste it in here, and we're going to go nc-nvlp4444. Press enter. We should be getting a shell. Do we have Python 3? We do. All right. Python 3 -c import pty.spawn bin bash. Oh, actually, sorry a minute.
I'm in.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think Kali does, though. Alright, so we are going to do Control-Z, which backgrounds our shell. We're going to do stty size to get the size. And we're going to get stty raw-echo and then foreground the shell again. Then we're going to do stty cols is 172. stty rows, 39. And then we're going to export term equals xterm 256 color. And what that does, that gives us a completely stable shell. I can press Control-C, it won't kill the shell. We can do tab completion, right? Who am I? Everything. Lovely. So let's have a look in this. So obviously the Redis is running as Vianca, which is why it saved the file as Vianca. Which is interesting. Obviously it's going to get executed as www data because that's what the server's running as. Anything useful in there? Okay, let's go into the home directory. So we should have a Vianca user we can look in their directory for. We had their user.txt, which we could get right now, but is there a point? They also have a bash history, which does have some stuff in it. I'm just going to cat that. Oh, we can't cat it down. Okay. Is there any way to set up your initial rev shell command to set up stuff like stdy in term? There's not. However, a guy that I know I think is working on something. Last I heard, it wasn't that stable though. The initial one, no. There are things you can use though. There are different programs you can use. I guess we could try sudo. Sudo's not going to work. So we're going to use Hack Tools, which is a browser extension, because I can never remember off the top of my head the command to find SUID binaries. And honestly, it's just easy to do that. Oh boy, XXD. What's XXD, everybody? Are we going to go straight to root here? No, we're not. We're probably going to have to grab Bianca's password. XXD. I guess we just run it. It converts everything to hex, basically. It's a hex dumping tool. But you can also reverse it. So if we do etc shadow, that's the hex dump of the shadow file. Can you just... PostScript plain hex dump? What's that do? I'm just wondering if I can just use that to reverse it. There we go. So all I did there was I used XXD in this weird PS mode. You don't really need to do that. It works without. So you could, technically speaking, get this out, I believe. So if we run it once, right? If we just run XXD on Etsy Shadow, it's going to output this awful format. You can technically see everything, but it's nasty, right? However, XXD has a reverse mode, which is just -R. And if we just pipe the output of XXD back into itself, we're going to get this. Now, root doesn't have a password. So this is useful. The site that shows Prives is GTFO bins. So we're going to copy this. What was her? Vianca. Bianca's hash. We're going to do John. It'll probably... Yeah, I'll figure it out. There we go. It got it. Beautiful one. SU as Vianca. Her password. Paste that in there. We're now Vianca. So we can do this.
We are in.
Now we can see sudo as admin successful, which means presumably she can sudo. Let's just get the user.txt first, though. Res. Beautiful one was this. I guess we should. We'll answer these in a minute. There were 2 ports open, I think. All right. Sudo -l. Beautiful one. Oh boy. Probably just do that, right? Yeah. Sudo-s. Don't even need sudo su. Why do sudo su when you just do -s? Okay. That was very quick, but I guess
I'm in.
I'm in. Any questions about that box? Can't root. XXD Provesk. Alright, let's answer some of these questions while people type questions for me. What's the database management? That is Redis. 6379? Version. Okay, well, we actually, I think that was displayed in 607. Boom. Alright, easy. Alright, any questions about that box? Why didn't we use XSD with GTFO bins? I don't believe you can actually get... I guess you can. We should have used GTFO bins. That would be the smart thing to do. But I already knew what we could do with XXD. You cannot get a shell with XXD. Right? There are some tools, even if they're SUID, you just can't get shells with. All right? XXD is one of them. What we can do is we can write files, read files, and that's pretty much what these tell us to do. So I already knew that we couldn't get a shell, and I already knew that all I can pretty much do is read stuff. So that was really the obvious thing. The first thing that sprung to my mind was, okay, well, we have XXD, which means we can just read Etsy Shadow into an awful format, and then we can just pipe it back into XXD with the -r, which reverses the awful format and gives us back the file, which meant we just can get this. Could have written a new... that's the thing, so... we could have, yes, actually. In file, out file. So yeah, we could have done... well, actually, we could just do it in Etsy password, to be honest. So let's copy this. Because what we'll need to do, I'm not going to be like Al and completely mess up the entire terminal. Do we have Vim? We don't. We do have this though. Okay. So what I'm going to do, new root, and then another shell, open SSL, password, copy this, and do that. Then we want 0, 0. I'm just basically going to copy this. Right. So I honestly should just copy this line, put a new before root, taken out the X, placed it with this password, and then everything is good. Now if we just save and copy that. So if we do XXD, password, but then we also want to make sure we pipe it back into XXD. Okay, and then the output file. Hang on. I need to be very careful here because I believe you have to give it an in file, which means what we need to do, in fact, is do something like this. Password into password xxd, right? Which is then going to create sorry, cat password xxd. So it creates that. Now if I do xxd password xxd, sorry, I need to do the dash
New
r.
subscription received. Dispensing gratitude.
Let's just
Gratitude
test it. So
dispensed.
all I'm doing. Thank you, I'm Trippy247 for the sub. What I'm doing is I'm doing xxd in reverse mode. I'm reading in the password xxd, which is this file, and I'm going to write it to password 2 in my directory. So now if I cat password 2, it should be a valid password file. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to replace this password 2
New
with
subscription received.
Etsy
Dispensing
password.
gratitude. Gratitude dispensed.
We'll see who that is in a minute. Max Power, thank you so much. And now, there we go. Now the Etsy password file has a new root. So when we su to new root and type password, we get root, right? Why do we get root, chat? When I clearly told Bash, I told SU, hey, can you switch me to the new root user? Why'd I get root? Is it broken? UID of 0, exactly. Usernames are nonsense on Linux. Basically, usernames are nonsense. All that really matters is the ID, the UID. That's what Linux use practically every single permissions check it does. You learn that if you do my courses. And so yeah, we have 2 users, it looks like, with the ID of 0. However, you saw when I switched to new root, it grabbed the root username. Yeah, that's because we're still only one user. There is only still one user with UID 0. This is just a name for that user. It's a reference to that user. It's used for human reasons, because humans hate dealing with numbers, but we seem to love dealing with strings of letters. We can handle this. So new root is not a separate user from root. It's the same user. It's just what I like to call it is an alias. It's really not an alias. I kind of just made that up. Why have I started my countdown again? There we go. So yeah, I kind of made up the whole alias thing, but it's the closest thing I can think of. Right? It's an alias. But crucially, new root is not a different user on the system, because all the system cares about is this number here, which is the UID, and this. Sorry. Oh my god. Stop it. Why is it doing that? Okay, this number here, which is the group ID. All right. There could be a Bonzo and a Bozo with the UID 1000, but they're the same user. Yep, exactly. Now, actually, that raises a good question. I'm not entirely sure what happens if you try and change the home directory here. That would be interesting to see. Let me actually see if I can... I'm gonna go Etsy password. We're just gonna do some. We'll do some science. So the new root users home directory is /root. Come on. Oh my god. Why is this so slow? Okay, it's just not liking delete, I guess. I'm gonna have to use nano. Sometimes, for some reason, Vim over a shell like this. I'm just going to change it to /temp so it's easier. Right out. That is right out, right? Control O. Yep. And then Control X. Alright, so we can't Etsy password. Right, now new root is /temp. So who takes precedent? I'm still betting it's going to be the root user. But hang on, we just need to echo home. Oh, it's temp. So interestingly, which actually does make sense technically, because when SU is used, it's going to look up new root. It's going to see it has a UID of 0, but it's also going to set its home directory as /temp. Yeah, you can put new root first. And if you do put new root first, then that would take precedence, I believe. We can try that, actually. So let's just copy this. And then paste it. And then I'm just going to change this to new root 2. Okay, Control O, Control X, exit, new root. Yeah, and see, now we have the username new root. We're still UID 0, but because new root is the first user, this is why you probably shouldn't do this, because in the rare case that some Linux process checks your username rather than your UID, you'd be screwed. So the reason it does this is presumably when you type su new root, su is going to look up in Etsy password where the new root user is, and it's going to use the data from that. All right. 80 and 22, so let's go check out port 80 first. Apache, okay. So the same thing as before. Robots.txt. No. So we're going to have to at least have a look at some of the scans. Any of these shown 200? No. Port 22, always check that. Public key password is useful, that's good. So we're basically just going to have to wait until Directory Buster works. Because right now we don't have anything here. And the only 200s we're getting are for the Ubuntu logo and basically root. What I could do word list, user share, sec lists, discovery, web content big, and what are the extensions? X, PHP, HTML. Because the list that AutoRecon uses is freaking big. Two minutes 44. I should have given this more threads. I should do just E50. Screw it. We'll do it live. Let's see if we can get anything. You can change. The thing is, you can change AutoRecon's directory busting. You think we should just do common? Thing is, the more times I change it, the more time is wasted. Already at 2 minutes. We didn't give it any hosts, mostly because I didn't really see a good way of turning this into a host name. I guess I could have just done Wgel. That may have been my mistake. Takes a while to get there. Okay. I'm just going to cancel this scan then. Please be something like command.php. Sitemap, there we go. Oh, great. Come on, this is ridiculous. Well, somebody said this was going to be very easy, and I'm imagining we're going to have to try and find an admin page. Or a login page. Yeah, in 29 seconds, not going to be able to do it. But what we can do is now we can just go to /sitemap and do this. Wait, .sh. Oh, shit. Oh my god, come on, are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, 1 more minute would have done it. I could probably I got a user though, because I'm presuming I can't use root. I hate when that happens. I wish you could just copy the URLs. Yep. We'll pay up. Yeah. Let's just we got Cameron maybe. There was an about page, wasn't there? There we go. Emily, maybe? What are they? Emily, Adam... So, Adam, Noah, and Dorothy. Noah... No, interesting. I'll give them to... Alright. Everyone just wants the frickin' the money. There you go. So we're looking for usernames, basically. Can't believe it was .ssh. It's how freaking ridiculous. I'm not going to trust anything that Just a Guy says now. He's like, oh, you'll get it in 5 minutes. If it's info, it's going to be ridiculous, but I kind of have to try info. My goodness, Barry doing a 139k. Okay, so we are just basically going to go username hunting now. Let's just do this. Portfolio. Nothing there. Services. Blog. I don't think just a guy bet though. Ah, here we go. Dave. Oh, okay. Dave. This is like usually the time I sign off. It's been quite a fun stream though, so I'm trying to find a username. Oh, was it Dave? Did he have a... Ah, of course. Yeah, we should try... No. Miller? I saw Cameron, but I think... Maybe, I guess. Cameron. No. I don't think we need that because that would be really dumb for an easy box as well. The SSHM map said that public keys are supported. I don't want a hint, no. Especially if I don't, I won't like it. Didn't find anything else, did we? We'll get there. Shop, maybe. One thing we didn't do is like E-Turner. If it was a CMS, I don't know why we would be given an SSH file. So I'm just gonna try. All right, let's just do E-Turner. Hey, Morris. Shows how long ago I did this box, because I do not remember any of this. I've done so many boxes though. Wait, D Murphy. Maybe did updated because it was the web. That is a good question. That's a good idea. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, we haven't even got to the spins yet. We've just been going on and on and on. Oh, man. I might be on app. No. I honestly don't. The annoying thing is I don't really know where to go from here because I kind of killed my previous scan, so I'm just gonna rescan, I guess. Just to see if we didn't miss anything. No, you're not distracting me. So we're just gonna go, but instead of the regular one, we're gonna go, what is it, sitemap here. And we'll do 50. Yeah, so there you go. There was the .ssh. Just trying to find any. Hang on, backup. That might just be a weird error, but let's at least see. Backup DB. Yeah, I think that's just a weird. Yeah. Was there any other posts by somebody who wasn't Dave Miller? I think these are all the same. I don't think it's even switching, is there? Yeah, it doesn't even switch them. So yeah, at this point, it might just be SSH brute force, which we can use MSF console for. Not brute force, username enumeration. Search SSH unum. Use aux scanner SSH enum users. Yeah, we'll probably be kicking ourselves. You saw Jenny? Where did you see Jenny? I can actually just use burp. Jenny. Burp didn't see Jenny. Where did you see Jenny? Okay, our hosts. What? Oh, set our hosts. Set user file. User share. Sec list. Discovery username. Nope, what's usernames? She needs to go and check out these usernames myself before I give a ridiculous amount of usernames to something. I'll try that one. One of the stock images? Yeah, so this is wrong. This is just going to go through and say it's finding every single user. Stock images? Oh, I want to do that. I'm Trippy. I think you win the award for the most bizarre chat message of the entire year. But I hope your neighbors are okay. understand. Contact. See, there's no contact information. We tried info before. Is this a form that actually works? I didn't actually try that, I guess. Does this form go anywhere? No. I don't think so. No. The form action is hashtag. I mean, I guess we could try cool, but that would be really dumb if it was, just because. Yeah, I mean, it probably is something stupid like E Turner, Emily, like Emily T. What is one of those scripts? If it's Jenny, and I don't know where Jenny is. Like, I don't see Jenny, so I'm not just gonna. Because if it turns out to be Jenny, I don't know if you actually saw it, if you just read a walkthrough or something. And I'm trying to explain how to do this, and I haven't seen Jenny. So unless you can tell me where you saw Jenny, I can't really use Jenny. I believe you. I just didn't see Jenny. I guess we can just we'll use cool and see. What's the depth we want to go to? I guess we'll go depth 3. Okay, yeah, this is just killing everything. Cool dash D3. So, words.txt. Okay, grep dash I Jenny. Cool, didn't see Jenny. Let's try doing a. Let's just go up to 5 and see what happens. Oh, I guess it only outputs at the end. Alright. Privest better be freaking worth it. Shouldn't have done dash 5. No, I've just. We're gonna. Okay. Ah, cool. Alright. We're just gonna do 3 again. That at least worked. Alright. How many words? It's 310. There's no freaking Jenny. Why am I in here now? Hang on. What? I swear if it's fucking Jenny. Where the hell did I save? Did I accidentally save it in Res? I did. Okay, it's not Jenny. So we could username script. Hang on. Username, last name, script. Oh, generator. Come on. That's annoying. Anyone know a good script? All right. Let's just try this, I guess. Looks like an interesting script, if it works. So we really just want to go through this list and just remove all the names that aren't. What are you talking about? I don't know what's going on in chat right now. Like, okay, we've got Dave Miller. So I'm just gonna do names.txt. I'm gonna do Dave and Miller. And then we're gonna go down to, where was it again? About, I think. Okay, Emily Turner. Adam Morris. Noah Nelson. Dorothy Murphy. Just for the lols. Ah, Jesus. That might be why. Did I not? I didn't grab this. Oh boy, we're in Python 2 territory now. File names. I probably want to lowercase. Come on, what? Name and at least one surname. What is this script? Script is crap, and it's written in Python 2. So, all right, username generator. I'm just going to copy this. All right, I guess we'll try this one. Just randomly downloading scripts from the internet now. Remind me never to let just to like pick a box ever again. Oh, it's easy. What the actual shit? What's going on? Why are all the scripts rubbish? Oh my god. I honestly don't understand why word list is names. List out of range. Line 30. It wants the last name in the list? But does it? I mean, how does it know what the last name is? Oh, okay, so it wants username, last name. Oh, okay. So we just want this, right? Thank fuck for that. Okay. Oh my god. But now, how do we brute force? Can we do SSH brute forcing with a key in Hydra? I think we can. Um. Is there like a search SSH user? There we go. This hopefully will work. Set key path equals home Tiberius TryHackMe Wgel dot no IDRSA. Set our hosts. Oh my god. Set user file. Home Tiberius TryHackMe Wgel. SSH users. Can I not get that stupid thing, please? I don't want to. Okay, hang on. They're both false. I just want to look. Hopefully we find it this way because I don't really want to stay on beyond 9. But honestly, I don't know what else to do other than brute force the stupid thing. Directory busting, found nothing else. Not even like an admin page or anything. This looks like very much like a static site. URL for the box. Joey, I mean, yeah, that's the only thing I didn't really try. Sometimes host names are interesting. Okay. Well, if it's really stupid, then I kind of want to know because this, yeah. All right, just tell me because I really don't. This box is just, I don't know why they put easy. Because at this point, I do need to go in like 10 minutes, so... Oh my god, did they put a fucking stupid username? We tried dub data, didn't we? Are you fucking kidding me? They put something in the source code page. Jessie, not Jenny. Who said it was Jenny? And nobody saw that. Where the hell did you see that, Ponzo? My god. Alright, people, I'm sorry. This... okay, I'm gonna write... Just give me a second. Hang on. Just bring this across here. This is it's my notes. See, this is where I track all the spins. Right, just a guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not allowed to suggest boxes. Ever. Okay, we'll save that. There you go.
We are in.
Oh god, what is this, Tiberius?
I know, Al. Just a guy. Honestly, this is a box he suggested. And then he says, "Oh, the the Privesk might take you a bit longer." Like what? Like, can't we just do? Oh, we can do wget, right? So wget, I don't think has a DFO bin thing, but we can presumably just get the file. We can write files though. So again, we can just do the stupid thing. We can't etc password. And I'm going to copy all of it. Yeah, we're going to finish this easily because all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to var www. Oops. Password. Paste this in. Copy the top line. I'm not leaving. Yeah. I'm going to do new root. Open SSL password. Actually, can't I just do... I think you can just do that, right? Yeah. Right. Okay, and save that, and then just going to use wget-h. Just make sure I understand it's dash capital O, I believe, to save. Yeah. wget-capital O etc password http 10.13.2.135. Sudo. There we go. That did not take longer. We should have started betting, I just forgot. Yeah, we should have started a bet for that. Because I would have got that in less than 2 minutes. Home Jesse, I imagine, is the other one. Oh no, where? Where's the freaking user? Is it? I'm just gonna do find name user.txt to into devnull. Oh, it's probably user flag, isn't it? Given that this is, yeah, it's in freaking documents. Couldn't be asked to get that. Yep. Okay. Sorry, how did you tell me that user had access to wget sudo? I did sudo-l. Oh, hang on. Sudo-l. Even though this says she can run anything, this doesn't have the no password thing, which means we have to know her password, and we don't know her password. I'm not entirely sure if the way to do this was to download the... It probably was, actually, wasn't it? It was probably something we had to do. Can we do something like this? File, Etsy shadow. No, okay. I'm not sure if it wanted us to wget somehow the shadow file. Possibly? I don't know. Actually, I know how we could have done it. Okay, so let's just do this. SSH. And then we're going to cd into Etsy. And then we're just going to do a Python 3-m http.server. Run up there. Now we can do sudo wget. Oh no, we can't. What am I talking about? Ignore me, it's been a long night. Because this would be the process receiving it. Alright. I don't know. I don't know if they were supposed to. This was supposed to be. Jenny was on the graph. Oh, okay. Well, probably in an image then. This is a stupid box. This is not a box. I don't understand how it's got a rating of 807. Absolutely ridiculous. This box should be banned. Ironically, if we looked at this nmap scan, there's a comment thing in nmap. It's 99.9% of the time it's absolutely useless. On CTF boxes that are actually CTF boxes, and honestly I should have known, this can be really useful. Alright, so thank you so much. On the screen of my socials, please follow me on Twitter, join my Discord server, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and of course you're watching me on Twitch right now, but if you haven't followed, please give me a follow. I will see you likely next week.